Did you hear that the Texans are going to be having a draft party where it's going to be free to the public?
I did see that, and I actually thought it was a very nice gesture from the team.
I did too, because my dumbass was about to pay $200 for some draft party tickets. Because we all know only season ticket members do that.
Mm-hmm.
I will be there, John. Before we go on with the video, we are doing, like I said, a signed Andre Johnson Texan helmet giveaway. Mr. John needs to get a 1,500 Twitter followers. I need to get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers. So, to be in that giveaway, answer the question down below. Is who was the first running back to score a touchdown for the Houston Texans? It's going to be a good one.
Question.
Good question. John, we're back with another mock draft. We are
Yes,
damn
sir.
near 26, 27 days away.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling so far?
Dude, I feel excited. I'm going to be honest, I'm getting a little tired of these. I am ready to see who we pick. But it is interesting to see the prospects that we're bringing in right now and who the Texans actually value after months of speculation.
Yeah, and it's just getting to the point where I damn near want this to go, this to go ahead and this to go happen. At number 3 here, we saw Aiden Hutchinson going 1. We saw Malik Willis going 3, followed by Malik going 2 to the Lions here.
It wouldn't stun me. I'd be surprised, certainly, but he's got a ton of potential, and they're in a really nice situation where Jared Goff could play an entire season. So I could see that happening on draft night.
And at number 3 here, I think I'm gonna let you go ahead and take this, John.
All right, so I have 2 things to say here, neither of which I put on public record. I'll put them both on record right here. Number 1, I am out on taking Ikem Ekwonu at number 3 overall. And here's why. I don't think you need an elite offensive guard to be an elite football team. I don't think that one elite offensive lineman makes an elite offensive line. In number 3 overall, we want to find real difference makers. I'm not convinced that finding the best offensive lineman is going to correlate towards winning football games. It would make our team better, no doubt, but I don't want Ekwonu. And the second thing is, and I've texted you about this, someone I trust has told me that they're pretty confident the Texans are looking defense at that 3rd overall pick. And with that in mind, the 3 guys I think it would be the 3 they've had in town are Travon Walker, Kayvon Thibodeaux, Sauce Gardner, and I'm hoping they bring in Hamilton, but that's starting to look unlikely. But right here, if I'm making the pick, I'm taking Kayvon Thibodeaux.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, the edge guy from Oregon. He's kind of a weird dude, kind of a smart dude, loves chess, exciting to have an interesting character come to the Houston Texans. And at number 3, we are looking for a game changer. Kayvon says he wants to be Clowney 2.0. Hopefully he could get the double-digit sacks. I would absolutely love if the Houston Texans win Kayvon Thibodeaux at number 3.
He's one of the best. He's my number 1 edge in the class. He's a freakish talent out there on the edge. He can do enough to set the run. You put him next to Jonathan Grenard, and you really give Lovey's defense a chance. In addition to, I just think Nick Caserio could take advantage of people overthinking a really good prospect. I would love to see Kayvon. And you're right, people say he's a weird guy, but it's just because he has interests that aren't football. And you know what? We all have interests that aren't our main job. You and I here, football's not our day job, and here we are, 8 o'clock at night talking football. I'm not going to blame KT for having interests outside of his life, and I think he could be great.
Absolutely. I bet too. Do you I wonder what number he gets. Hopefully it is number 5 that he has over there in Oregon. But at number 13 here, I think we could kind of, go crazy, right? I'm looking at 3 players here, and I'm looking at number 1, Jameson Williams, the speed demon from Alabama. Give me that all day for Davis Mills. Hopefully he is healthy from the ACL injury. Number 2, I like Jordan Davis, the big body DT from Georgia. And then my last guy who I'm really looking at, we might have to probably reach for him. I do like Andrew Booth.
So I am with you that I really like. I wouldn't be upset if they took any of those guys on draft day at 13. I've got a video coming out tomorrow with Jordan, Texans thoughts, and an article about breaking down the Lovie Smith Tampa 2. And we talk a lot about the nose tackle position that Jordan Davis would play and how important it is. And I think he's a freak talent. But I might be with you that Jameson Williams is a wide receiver that we haven't had a true. I guess Cooks is an alpha. Cooks is an alpha, but I think Williams has a chance to be something even better potentially, and to give Davis Mills another weapon to succeed. If you were between Davis and Williams, who would you pick?
This is the one where, I kind of look at to the future, right? Jordan Davis, a lot of people think right now he's only a two-down guy. I do think after, a year in the league, he does become that that third down nose tackle. With Jameson Williams, though, man, if healthy, he's there. He was crowded in Ohio State, goes to Alabama, and shows in 1 year was looking just like a speed demon. I call him Godspeed. Man, I'm falling in love with Jameson Williams. Give him number 1.
Are you a DC Comics guy? Did I hear a reference there?
I do. I am a big DC/Marvel/anime nerd, dude.
All right, wait. This is gonna be off topic, but we've got a bit till the next pick. Favorite Marvel movie?
Favorite Marvel movie, I would say, is Infinity War. I do say it's better than Endgame.
I would agree Infinity War is better. What if you couldn't pick an Avengers movie?
If I couldn't pick an Avengers movie, I would say Winter Soldier.
Okay, that's me too. I would literally have the same list as you.
Number 37 here. Look at Tyler Linderbaum falling to the second round at number 36.
Wow.
If this happens, John, I am screaming. We addressed the defensive line. We got a speed demon in Jameson Williams. I am in love with Kenyon Green, the guard from A&M. What do you think?
I would really like that pick. I mean, those first 5 guys on the board, I don't think we could go wrong with any of them. But guys like Kenyon Green or Wyatt, I don't think you need to reach for Ekwonu at 3. You can get a great interior offensive lineman who doesn't have to learn to play a new position. He is a guard by trade, and he could slide in immediately and start. I like Kenyon Green too.
Kenyon Green. And you said any of these 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Matt Corral, I've known you. I know that you felt some type of way about him. Let me know.
I do like Matt Corral. I think he plays with a lot of heart. Better runner than you would expect. He can put the ball in any window. He reads the field well. When I say he plays with a lot of heart, he runs probably a little more than he should. But that might just be a byproduct of the Lane Kiffin offense. I like Matt Corral. I don't think he'll be there at 37 in the real draft, but God forbid he fell and Nick Caserio took him. I'd probably keep my mouth shut, but I would really like the pick.
Twitter would explode.
Oh, Twitter would break. Breece Hall and Trey McBride off the board before we pick is
right. And I know you like Trey McBride.
I do. I think he's the best tight end in the draft.
Isaiah Likely, I think, is a damn good tight end from Coastal Carolina. I love Brian Asamoah from Oklahoma, who could go north to south like nobody's business. What are you thinking here for number 68?
Are we going 3 or 4 rounds in this video?
We are going 3 this one.
Okay. So I'm looking at the board. What do we have at running back?
At running back, I believe we have starting. We have James Cooks, Brian Robertson, Tyler Badie, Kyren Williams, top 4.
If this is how the board fell, I would not want to touch any of those guys at this point. I would rather wait till the 4th round and take a running back there. What about your guy Likely? Or Darian Beavers? He could come in and develop a middle linebacker.
I would like Darian Beavers also because, like I said, like if you give someone like a Brian Asamoah, you're starting him week 1. I think his talent is there. Beavers, he could learn behind Kirksey and Gruger Hill. Wouldn't mind Beavers at all.
Why would we take Asamoah? That's your guy at linebacker.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get our starting linebacker. Question: how you feel about Darian Kinnard?
I honestly have not watched a lot of him. I should. This class has some good depth at interior O-line. Another guy that I like who could go a little later than this is Zach Tom from Wake Forest. I did get to watch a lot of him as a fan, but I have not gotten to watch Kinnard. But my overarching point, I'm going to say it a 3rd time, we can wait to address the interior.
Absolutely. And at number 80, to end the 3rd round, Where are we looking here? Let's go down the list. I do like Jeremy Ruckert from Ohio State, the tight end.
I was going to say Jeremy Ruckert or Greg Dulcich from UCLA, two Senior Bowl tight ends, both had really great weeks. Ruckert's a bit of an unknown because Ohio State did not throw him the ball. That was an offense where CJ Stroud funneled a lot of the targets to Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson. But he might be have some potential to unlock just by virtue of we haven't seen him in a high volume passing role before, and he can block.
Let's go ahead and take Mr. Ruckert. This will be, I think, the third straight year in a row or fourth where the Houston Texans take a tight end.
Well, they keep missing. So
I like Brevin Jordan, though.
I like Brevin too, but if they pick the right guy before Brevin, we wouldn't be in a situation where we need to pick yet another one.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just can't wait for this draft. I just feel like something crazy is gonna happen. I feel like we're gonna trade it back. And me and John were talking about this. We do want to trade it back in these videos, but the possibility of us getting it right is just very, very far off. But John, if I told you at the end of the first couple days, we have drafted Kayvon Thibodeaux, Jameson Williams, Kenyon Green, Brian Asamoah, and Jeremy Ruckert.
I see 4 starters at least with Ruckert the potential to take over too, and in 2 tight end sets, he's a definite starter. And then those 3 guys at the top, you're getting 3 premier football players from this draft. 3 guys who are Thibodeaux is a Pac-12 guy, but Alabama and A&M, you've got guys who really won a lot of matchups in the SEC, and then Thibodeaux, once upon a time, was the unquestioned #1 talent in this class, and I would love to see how he developed in Lovie Smith's defense.
Man, just the thought of Mills throwing his deep ball all the way to Jameson Williams just excites me. Apparently, according to PFF, he had the best passer rating on throws 20 yards plus. So, looking forward to seeing the deep ball for Davis Mills. Before I let you go, how do you feel about Marlon Mack? I know you were very, very high on him.
I'm a Marlon Mack guy. I really like this signing. I think probably an average athletic profile, but really good vision. Instantly the team's best between the tackle runner. I don't know how much our front office values running back. And in a scenario where they don't want to take one early, we're no longer dependent on – it was bold of the 2021 Texans, but I don't want to design an offense around Rex Burkhead as the starting running back. So I like Marlon Mack. I think he raises our floor, and he could potentially raise the ceiling. But if we're being transparent, I probably want them to take another running back as well.
Absolutely. And we had, chances to draft Breece Hall and Isaiah Spiller. Maybe in like another mock draft. We will. John, let them know where they can find you, my guy.
You guys can follow me at John H. Crumpler on Twitter. Releasing a new series this week on Lovie's Tampa 2, and I'm excited to show it to you guys. So give me a follow there.
Absolutely, guys. Don't forget we're doing that sign Andre Johnson helmet. Answer the question down below. And look forward to many more mock drafts by me and Mr. John.